Get a holiday. And some clothes, lots of clothes.
White House? Dear Salinger calling. Give me the President's press secretary, please.
You've got a message from us. Are you sure?
Hold on. Mr. Haggerty. Yes, please. Jim, it's Pierre. What's this about a congratulatory telegram from Eisenhower?
I think we've done it.
Has Nixon conceded? That's a funny sort of mistake, Jim.
Does anyone have news of Nixon conceding?
Not yet!
California, Illinois, Michigan, Minnesota. If Kennedy wins just 2 of these states, Nixon loses.
Nixon's gonna lose. Humphrey told me this funny story about a woman has 2 sons. One goes to sea, the other becomes vice president. And neither one is ever heard of again.
All right, let's get on to Michigan. Walnut. Right, and Southern California.
Jesse Unruh.
Right, I want more precise figures.
I'm afraid Los Angeles is going to them.
Let's have the figures.
Well, I'm smoking one now. Does your mother come from Ireland?
What?
Aren't you the one that sang that in New Hampshire?
Oh, no, it was in Vermont.
Oh, yes, right girl, wrong state. You're the tuba player, the tap dancer, the yodeler. Yes.
That's right. Do you remember we did Tora Lura Lura?
Yes, let's do it now. Well, let's have a yodel then.
I'll save that for the White House.
Well, I hope you get your chair.
We will.
Thank you.
A question mark dangles tantalizingly over the religion issue.
Michigan gives Kennedy a majority.
That's tentative, sir.
What?
It's uncertain, Inspector Peterson.
Now look, fella, for a Secret Service detail, a president-elect detail, there's nothing that's certain, okay? Now we leave here in 5 minutes. Take a look at the location maps again, because we got some new faces. Now the Alpha team secures the Robert Kennedy house, okay? Beta detail checks out the Joseph Kennedy place. Gamma detail handles President-elect Kennedy's house. The compound opens to the beach. The whole situation is sensitive to assassination attempts. Check your lists and weapons.
And now we
Hey,
have
Jack,
more
watch
news
this.
from California.
We have an item here from the auditorium of the Ambassador Hotel, Los Angeles.
Vice President Richard Nixon will shortly be making a
Says
statement.
Nixon will be speaking in a very short time from now. Does that mean he will now concede?
He won't concede. The absentee ballots in California will give it to him there. He can go to sleep believing he's blown it, wake up tomorrow president. The same thing happened to Wilson in 1916.
Well, I wish he'd concede.
I wouldn't if I were he, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
No, neither would I.
Not yet. I'm gonna get some milk. Excuse me.
Come on, Nixon, get off it. Get off it.
Nixon has Henry Cabot Lodge as running mate. Nixon's alone on his own now. Must be, I guess. And the teeth in the jaws of political defeat inflict pain. They're closing in over Dick Nixon's ambition. They're closing in on his past, his present, his future, as now we wait imminent announcement. This is a lonely moment for Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon is approaching the platform. His aides, many of them, are in tears. I see Pat Nixon. She, too, is weeping at this time.
I want to say that one of the great features of America is that we have political contests, that they are very hard fought, as this one is hard fought. And once the decision is made, we unite behind the man who is elected. I want all of you to know. I want Senator Kennedy to know, and I want all of you to know that certainly if this trend does continue and he does become our next president, that he will have my wholehearted support and yours.
Celebrating, Jack?
There was no milk.
And no concession.
Jack, the press at the Armory, they'd like an appearance.
You want me to make an appearance like Nixon just did? You heard what they said about his wife. No thanks, Pierre. I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, but the press know that the Secret Service are crawling all over the place.
They must know something we don't. Now, I'll make an appearance when I know we've won.
I think you won, Jack. It's a great day for the Irish.
Thanks, Dave. What would you be if you weren't Irish?
I'd be ashamed.
Thinking I have a statement.
Use Dave's.
Nixon gave the West what they asked for. Well, we should do the same for the East.
No, Pierre, when I'm ready. And now, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thanks very much. I think now you should all go home, get some sleep. That's what I'm going to do. And let's hope that tomorrow brings what we all want. Thanks again, and good night.
Night. Night. Night. Thanks very much. Night. Thanks. All right, don't go away.
Thank you.
Ted. Well, I'm the one that needs to sleep.
Somebody has to stay up, Bobby.
Yeah, well, Nixon won't. He hasn't slept more than 4 hours in the last 48.
Did he tell you that?
Well, yes. Every time he falls asleep, he calls me.
What are you going to do now?
Well, I don't know. I'll stay here, shoot the breeze with Ted, see what happens. Now, Illinois and Michigan look okay. We're only 9 away. I don't know, Jack. I think we won.
So do I. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks. Night.
Night, John.
Here he comes.
Night. Night. Thank you. Night.
Night, sir.
Who are you guys?
Secret Service, sir.
What's your name?
George, sir.
Glad to know you. You?
Bill, sir.
Glad to know you. Good night.
Good night, Mr. President.
Not yet. Remember Dewey. A torch. We are the new generation. The torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century, and the glow of the fire can light the world.
Now, at the end of the day, the century's youngest Democratic candidate, kind of minority leader, is Catholic. You know, all in just a year. Just a year to squirt some juice into so many people's lives, you know? Sure. And yet, what if the whole thing goes wrong? Or what if Nixon turns out to be the winner? What if the whole thing starts in the House of Representatives? You know? Nixon wins. When do we get a chance to change the whole damn thing? It's always them, it's never us. 415 and we're still 4 short.
Mm-hmm. What's, Dad gonna say if we've blown it?
It was rigged.
Mother?
I don't know. It was God's will. That the family gave everything.
Dad said something.
What?
I knew he would.
What?
Every state I worked in, we've lost. You realize that?
Well, okay, we gave you the hardest states.
Oh.
You know, we gave you Nixon.
Well, they didn't belong to him. We could have grabbed them.
Well, that's over with.
Bobby, I don't like being identified with so much
Well,
losing.
that's over with now. Don't worry. It won't matter once we've won. It'll be a family victory. Right? Call Michigan. Illinois.
Dad doesn't forget.
Well,
he does not forgive.
Well, he'll do both once we've won. Why won't they answer?
Michigan.
You know, just sing Sweet Adeline on key the next time you're campaigning, right? Hi, Bob Kennedy here. How we doing?
Hi, Ted Kennedy here. How we doing?
Couldn't sleep.
I can't stay awake. You'll be first lady in the morning.
Won't be anyone in the morning. Will be public property.
Thanks.